In the land of Pooie, where the tokens play, it's your heart the king, leading the way. It's gold of the day, golden and grand, for his dear mom in this magical land. King Pooie, where means and DeFi meet. Flush your doubts away, feel the crypto beat. In Pooie land, where life is the key. Join the kingdom now, come and see. Tokens down the drain, not lost but found. In the kingdom of Pooie, where riches are found. Richard heart reigns with the scepter so bright, turning waste into wealth with all his might. King Pooie, where means and DeFi meet. Flush your doubts away, feel the crypto beat. In Pooie land, where life is the key. Join the kingdom now, come and see. From the day's first gleam to Pulsechain stream, every flush brings a dream. With humor and grace in this magical place, Pooie lands a space where dreams embrace. King Pooie, where memes and DeFi meet. Flush your doubts away, feel the crypto beat. In Pooie land, where life is the key. Join the kingdom now, come and see. So come on, to the kingdom of gold. With Richard heart, the stories unfold. In Pooie land, where tokens thrive. Join the kingdom now, come and see. Tokens down the drain, not lost but found. In the kingdom of Pooie, where riches abound. Richard heart reigns with a scepter so bright, turning waste into wealth with all his might. From the day's first gleam to Pulsechain stream, every flush brings a dream. With humor and grace in this magical place, Pooie lends a space where dreams embrace. From the day's first gleam to Pooie meeting, where new means and DeFi meet. Flush your doubts away, feel the crypto beat. In Pooie land, where life is the key. Join the kingdom now, come and see. So come on to the kingdom of gold. With Richard heart, the stories unfold. In Pooie land, where tokens thrive. Join the fun and feel alive. We about to get balls pumping. You wanna see a show? Stick around and you'll see something. Other blocks repping chains, can't be coming. PTV coming, we coming, we coming, we coming, we coming. Top spot incoming, 1B market cap. Don't be nothing, we about to make a pulse feel something over here. All pulse, no rugged, we about to put a stop to meme. Hunting only wants to chill. After us all the memes gonna mean nothing. We the shit, I don't mean dumping. After me, dumping, feeling like Jordan jumping. Let me jump in, I only see me and me. So the words with the scene. Our movement in motion, your conscience stuck on freeze. This shit is not what it seems. We lit like candles, only green. Can't pick me, thinking, what a team, what a team. KP, should we tell them what else we've got? We got the temperature rising, Pulsechain popping, heart rate's climbing, high tide's coming, pulse bags pumping, they clock hopping, trying to rush it, we not stopping, moon it coming, moon it coming, moon it coming, moon it coming, moon it coming. Move it coming, move it coming, move it coming. Who wants to be a king? Do you want to be a queen?
Hey guys, welcome into the shit show. I don't even know what episode it is. Let's check it out. It looks like it's episode 74 open mic today. We got someone in the green room. Probably have another couple people come up here in the green room to chat, talk about crypto. It's Thursday. A lot of great things are happening, you guys. Yesterday we had Show Gates in the house. He had an awesome Twitter space with Whitney Magic. Shout out Whitney Magic. She's, doing some amazing things as regards to with her website, Queen of Millions, doing amazing things as far as onboarding women into crypto. She had a great, I believe on Tuesday, an awesome outreach and seminar, basically an onboarding opportunity to bring women into crypto and teach them about DeFi. We will be setting up a stream with Whitney Magic, A Wild SJ, and Shill Gates, not next week, but the following week, because next week we have open mic on Monday. We have Crypto Coffee coming in the house. We have Mr. TA guy from the DGen Roundtable coming in Wednesday, and then we top it out with open mic on Thursday. But don't forget about TA and charts this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with KRJ. That should be a good one. Let me go ahead and without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and showcase a little open mic video brought to you by AJRipCity, who's down in Panama. You guys, if you guys don't know, there's a segment of the population from the Pulsechain community that's from the No Permissions group that are having their first annual meetup down in Panama. And so there's a lot of queens. Hence, obviously, we are behind King and Queen Pooie, but there's a lot of queens of crypto down there representing the queens of crypto in Panama, which is pretty awesome. So you have Randy Hilarski, all kinds of people, A Wild SJ, RG3, Vets in Crypto, Rip City, Corey the Investor, a lot of people down there representing, networking, trying to make crypto great again, which is going to be great, you guys. Without further ado, let me pop open this open mic thing, and then we'll kick it off.
We about to get balls pumping. You wanna see the show? Stick around and you'll see something. Other blocks repping chains. Can't be coming. Big TV coming. We coming. We coming. We coming. We coming. Top spot incoming. Won't be market cap. Ain't gonna be nothing. We about to make your balls feel something over here. All balls, no working. We about to put a stop to meme hunting. Only wants to shill after us. All the memes gonna mean nothing.
All right, let's go ahead and pull everyone up here. We got KRJ in the house. We got Miss Snowy in the house from across the pond, and then we have Lethal hanging back here. Let's do it. What's going on, you guys?
Hey.
Uh-oh, Miss Snowy, we got two of you up in the house. Which one should we choose? Which Miss Snowy are we going with?
Two Miss Snowies? Do you have a doppelganger?
I don't know what's going on. And then Lethal, what's going on? And you got a PFP or something like that? We got just camera mics heading up in here, man. And then you got
what's up, man? Can you hear me?
What up?
Yeah,
I can hear you. Okay, we can hear Lethal. Snowy dropped down. What were you saying there, KRJ?
I said this is Weebase. I sent you a DM in your TG real quick, so
okay, let me check it out.
I created a song too.
Okay.
You can even play that snippet of me bumping in the car if you want. That's
yeah.
All my songs I put on Bluetooth and I fire them up in the car because the bass hits a bit harder.
So the stuff that you sent to me on TG, you think we should fire some of that stuff up for Saturday? Are you wanting me to like do math on stream and perform and download shit right now?
No.
Huh? Okay.
I can't share my screen right now because I'm
right. I see. Yeah, you're doing an AJ thing.
Yeah.
AJ,
how you doing? Is he in here?
AJ's down in Panama, just like I don't know. They're just doing their thing. You know, you got a lot of the women are posting pictures of a lot of the women down there, the queens. Miss Snow, you've been in on that Twitter thread. And then Lethal, what's going on?
Not much, man. I'm KRJ's friend over here, and just he invited me. We got the Weebase project he's part of.
Okay.
Also started like a little side project called She AI. It's like a AI crypto researcher.
Okay.
So yeah, man, just trying to see what's going on. See, I was listening to the show yesterday. I was in the chat.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
No. Yeah. Show Gates has kind of entered the arena, if you will, with Pulsechain. He has a pretty good following within Twitter space, and so he's also been in the crypto arena also, as far as being here, as far as your timestamp for a minute. I forget when he got started. It might have been 2015. So he's seen some cycles, seen some activity, but he came over and fell in love with the Pulsechain community and sees where it's going. But yeah, it sounds cool that you and obviously KRJ's been great. You know what I mean? I know he's in a lot of different blockchains, so it sounds like you guys are out making noise and doing stuff together. What's going on with I guess the Weebase and everything like that?
Well, Weebase is an evolution of WePulse. Migrated off of Pulsechain to Base because there's just so much more activity, more volume, more users over there. And after all the news with Pulsechain, I decided it was just time to move on to something bigger and better. We were on Pulsechain from the launch, pretty much for the first week, and wrote it out, did our thing. But there's always bigger pawns to move on to.
Got you. So what's going on over Base? Because I do see that Base is going to definitely help with onboarding into crypto a lot. What's going on with what's going on on that other side of things? How you feeling with it?
Well, Base is as everyone knows, Base is Coinbase's L2.
Right.
Came out like August of 2023, so it was a little bit later than some of the other L2s. But right now, it's moved up to, I think, the 6th largest blockchain by total value locked, and it's huge. Recently, it's had a huge run up in AI projects. The agentic AI projects are really big over there right now. So tons and tons of platforms are out there right now. If you ever heard of Virtuals, Creator Bid, there's a couple of big platforms. They're kind of like Pump.Fun, but for AI agents. So there's lots of new stuff happening over there.
That's cool. I've been kind of taking a deep dive into trying to utilize AI agents into different things and figure out how to, just go down that path, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I started an AI agent, but it wasn't working too well. It didn't auto post, but it seems like Lethal's got it down pat. He's been playing with it quite a bit, and it's doing a lot of its own posting. As you know, AI agents is you just create a token, and then it does all the posting for you, and tries to gain its own popularity by basically spreading social media. But you can create one of those agents, even if it's a base coin, and then you can promote your own project. But you can use that project to be able to auto promote for you. So that might be a really handy tool here for King Pooie to be able to get some further outreach.
Yeah, no, it sounds amazing.
So the best way to describe it is like a lot of these AI agents are just basically fancy chat GPT wrappers. You can get it to search for information and post information based on predefined attributes or descriptors in language. So She AI is an expansion of Weebase. It's our AI researcher, and it will search for tokens, come up with posts, and auto post the content to Twitter. And again, it's on Base, but again, it can talk about any different thing. It doesn't have to be Base related. But I was looking at Virtuals to launch the project originally, and then actually pivoted to a site called creator.bid, because the price was cheaper, and also they were kind of a newer upcoming project. But yeah, man, it's definitely something you should look into. It's huge for social media outreach. It's auto posting content. And then once you graduate the bonding curve, because it is very similar to Pump.Fun, it's a tokenized project, so it has its own token. It even has its own safe wallet, so it has its own crypto wallet, And then the cool thing about Creator Bid, which is different than virtuals, is it has something called ANS. So similar to ENS, where you have IP, the intellectual property for your token, you basically you can have so no one else can take your ticker. So, for example, our ticker is owned by us, and it has its
Okay.
own NFT. So nobody can make a duplicate ticker with the same name, which is
That's
pretty
cool. Yeah, that is cool. That is
Prevents
cool.
copycats.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like your website. You don't, obviously, if you have a certain website, and it's the .com, no one else can take it. So you kind of want the same thing as far as your ticker. It sounds like this kind of conversation would be kind of cool if you're open to it. Like maybe this weekend where KRJ, you could establish that, and we could kind of work on how we could. Obviously, we have a project that's on Pulsechain with King Pooie and Queen Pooie, and I want to bring Miss Snowy into this because I kind of actually think she's AI. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like I've noticed, and Queen Miss Snowy, you could probably speak to this, where I kind of feel like this snowball with Queen Pooie is starting to pick up some volume in regards to the women of crypto getting really fervently passionate about, being the queens of crypto. And so, Letho, I'd like to speak with you and KRJ maybe this weekend about how we could, it's not to say that we wouldn't ever go to another chain, but right now we've planted our flag within Pulsechain. And, obviously this show and this channel is all about being open-minded and listening to all different perspectives. And that's why Miss Snowy here, she's kind of like KRJ. She's kind of like in different camps and different tribes and maybe I would even say different cults, because I know that Hex and Pulsechain is very much kind of a cultish vibe.
In a healthy sense.
In a healthy
sense.
Come on,
Word. I mean, I've seen. I go around spaces that much that I indeed see those cults as well, and there are unhealthy ones. And Pulsechain and the Queens and you guys, it's a healthy cult.
Yeah,
and I love it. I'm here for it. I mean, even when with the whole Twitter thing going on right now with the picture of the Queens.
Yep.
I meant it when I said that I actually feel like I'm there now. I'm one of the queens, even though it's just a PFP just smacked on there. It feels like, I mean, even I'm all the way back here home with the little one and doing my thing, it still feels like I'm part of the queens right now. And I think that's and I've said that before, I think that's what Pulsechain represents in my opinion, at least. And that's why I said in the healthy sense, like, you guys are so welcoming, so opening. I mean, I still have the DMs right now going like, okay, they want to educate you a bit more, and I still did not have time for it, but I'm gonna jump on that because I want to know more, I want to learn more, I want to be part of it even more.
Yeah, completely. Like, obviously what we're talking about today was there was a bunch of queens down in Panama. There's a no permissions, which is a private group of just individuals that teach and train crypto and talk about gold, silver, second passports, security, all that kind of good stuff. And so a bunch of Pulsechain crypto women went down to Panama, and here's a picture of them being represented. And then, of course, next March, we're going to be doing the Pulsechain tour in Las Vegas. There'll be a golf tournament, all that kind of good stuff. It's always good if you get the opportunity to meet people in real life. So if that's not your slick, that's your right. That's the beauty of crypto, is there's, you can be private and all that kind of good stuff. But a lot of the trust and networking that I've built is going out and shaking hands and maybe even having a drink or two with these individuals. And then we take it kind of to the next level.
Did you see in that picture, Fast Abdul?
Yeah, I added him to that. Yeah, because he says, "Where am I?" Because he's down there too. He's also down in Panama, and he goes, "Where am I?" And so, me being me with Canva and all that kind of Photoshop type stuff, I threw him in there. Miss Snowy threw her image in. So that's where Miss Snowy was like, Miss Snowy, do you even sleep? To be honest, like I'm coming
Barely.
I know I'm coming home last night, and I keep getting feeds that you're in this Twitter space or you're in that Twitter space.
I'm retweeting this, I'm reposting that, and barely. But I do have to admit that sometimes I just park somewhere. So I just go be that extra person and turn off the sound and go to sleep.
I gotcha. No, that's good play though. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
because you always get noticed, even if you're quiet. There's always people that go through all the people that are there, so you always get noticed. So that's one advice I can give everybody. Like if you're fine with it, just park somewhere, turn off the sound, and go to sleep.
I know that the fella that you operate with there in the Solana Alpha. I know that he reached out to me here recently, and I know that he's with Soul Saver and all that whole crew. And anyways, they're gonna be trying to set up a stream with us to do the shit show. So
Really? Oh, I want to be there.
no, it's including you, just to let you know.
All right, okay, that was your call or theirs?
No, that was I forget the direct message. He goes, okay, yeah, he says that would be great to have a stream with you and your team. Because in my initial message, it was like, hey, Miss Snowy will be there, and we'll set it up, and we'll kind of go down that path of kind of. I think some of it too is he's aware of Richard, he's aware of Pulsechain. I probably think that Lethal, you're in the camp that like you understand that Pulsechain will do its thing. You just kind of migrated over to base at the time being. But you know that there's gonna,
That's what I said last time. Like the next after ETH will be base, and then it will be Pulsechain. Everybody is now going to base, and then they figure out that that's not it either, and then it's Pulsechain, and they stick with us.
Right. And the beauty with KRJ up here in the corner is that a lot of the things that he's helping create and build are really like the bridges and the opportunities, like because the better that we could instruct people who are maybe in Solana and say, hey, I get it, we're sharing an opportunity and kind of shilling, if you will, what Pulsechain and what it could be is great, but like maybe you're not in a position you're ready, and that rotation doesn't happen till later, but at least you know where the bridge is, at least you know where to come in and get over.
I do think it's good to diversify your portfolio, but as a builder, not just stick with one chain, because there's if you're on an EVM chain, it's very easy to go back and forth. But like when I started a second project on Sui, that wasn't my idea. Somebody roped me into it, and they wanted me to be a founder in it. So Crypto Jim's a good guy, but he's a very, very heavy guy in Sui, and he did smart because I moved over a lot of money when it was at 60 some cents, and now it's worth over $4, was $5 a token.
Yeah, something like that.
So
between
we made a lot of money, but and I think we talk about like the chains that have a direct like from Coinbase directly into the actual wallet. Pulsechain's not there yet. Once Pulsechain gets that onboarding, which I believe they probably will, just like everybody else. Once Coinbase lists them, I'll tell you a little story. There was a token called XYO. They were only on Ethereum, and they finally got listed on Coinbase, and their stuff shot up 700% like that overnight, and it was crazy to see how much volume came in on that token overnight. So there's a lot more potential that we haven't even felt or seen yet. So we're all just kind of still sitting in the wings. But when you brought up the word bridge, that really there was something that happened just today that I wanted to bring up security wise. There's going to be a lot of brand new people coming into this market, and somebody was in a group that I know, and they were asking questions in the group about how to bridge tokens. And then somebody DM'd them. Somebody that's popular DM'd that person and instructed them to go to a specific website. And they moved their tokens over. And then they came back in the chat and said, hey, my tokens didn't show up. somebody impersonated that guy in his own group and then sent that guy messages to go to a specific website that was just created. I just looked at it. And then he got scammed out of his money just like that. So, you know, if anybody ever messages you from a KRJ Crypto and tells you to go to a link, I'm going to tell you to go to trade.kingpooie or straight to the main site like scan.pulsechain.com or bridge.pulsechain. I'm never going to give you random sites. They're going to be verified sites. So that made me think of all these people that are about to get wrecked coming into this market as brand new people. And it sparked some interest on me putting together maybe a Google Chrome little indicator that shows an X or a thing. I was doing ChatGPT research, and it shows that there's already databases with known scam websites already, wallet drainers and everything. So we need something to help the people in this world, in this 3D world space, Web3 space.
Can I chime in here real quick?
Yeah, man.
So some of the bridges that are good for Pulsechain, obviously the main bridge if you're going to Ethereum or from Ethereum. But I like changenow.io. You can literally change pretty much any crypto to Pulsechain or vice versa. And then the pulseln.com is also really good. So those are two alternatives where you can use different assets where you don't have to use Ethereum, because everyone knows Ethereum is expensive, it's slow. You have to wait for all the verifications and confirmations and stuff. As far as Change Now, they take a small 2-3% fee, but if you're saving money on the gas, you can do microtransactions. It's perfect. You can go almost any crypto to and from Pulsechain. So changenow.io.
I know. To that point,
on trade.kingpooie.com, I actually have it iframed. And you can go straight to trade.kingpooie.com, and this is where all the trusted sites are. And right in that is going to be Change Now, or it's a cross-chain swap. I've spoken with them. The Pulse LN, that looked a little scary to me, so I never actually used it. I didn't connect my wallet to it. But it's legit. It looks like the same thing.
It's legit. I can confirm. I've sent thousands and thousands of dollars to and from pulseln.com. It's totally legit. They even have a referral thing. You could definitely put that up with your referral. But test it out. Always, make sure you're on the correct website.
I will run tests before. Yeah, I'll obviously run my tests before I do anything, because if somebody were to come to me and say, "Hey, there's a hacked website," I would actually go to that website with a computer that's not connected to anything, and I would test that stuff out, because I can read websites. I can dig into it to see what's going on. First thing you look at is the domain, and if it is a known scammed website, you can actually report to the domain host provider, and they can have that website suspended. So there's things you can do to prevent it beyond just saying, well, there's nothing I can do.
So I pulled up right here. This is another trusted source as far as Go Real DeFi. When Richard kind of pulled things back and he made it truly decentralized, where, when you go to even Pulsechain, you had to you know what I mean? This is from my buddy RH Max, who's out here in the Northwest with me. I trust him. I've known him for years. He created this for the community. Everyone's been using it for years. I trust this source also. And then I'll go over here to, let me see here, share screen for trade.kingpooie. There we go. Bang, bang. Obviously, let me go switch this up. Bang. Yep. So, yeah, you obviously did the things that are needed to, like I said, iframe and do all that kind of stuff as far as cross-chain swaps. Beautiful stuff. All right, it was taking a while, but yeah, that's the emphasis of that. There we go. Trade like a pro. That being the case, I would love to have that conversation with you, Lethal, and KRJ this weekend to talk about more abilities to create more penetration and awareness to the things that we're creating, and just maybe get a broader understanding of what you guys are doing and building, and see how we could collaborate on those fronts. Yeah, because we have a queen in the house here with Miss Snowy, and like I said, I've been seeing the women. We had a great opportunity, I think, with Show Gates yesterday, and then he had that Twitter space with Whitney Magic, who's been, I think she hosted a teaching seminar a Tuesday, where it was like 700 strong in this teaching seminar. So she's onboarding a lot of women into crypto, and she even named her website Queen of Millions after, I think that so that's pretty awesome. But yeah,
One
Miss Snow,
thing,
yeah,
go ahead.
no, I was just saying you've been kind of aware of a lot of the queen narrative that's been going on here. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and I actually, because like you talk about bridges, right? I mean, yes, I can draw people to you guys, but what I'm also gonna do is host my own spaces. I'm finally gonna jump on that train. And I want to bring the proper AMAs back, and not like they all do now. Like, let's ask 3, 4 projects. They all have to basically battle for 5 minutes to speak. No, I'm just going to bring the proper AMAs back. Like, they got half an hour to an hour, and let's go.
Right.
And I think it's easier to get you over there and get my audience to watch that part, that and from there on bridge them to here to see and learn more. But to begin, I think that would be an easier step, but we can talk about that later or anytime you have time.
Yeah, I'll be available. I'll be available all day tomorrow and Saturday. We'll continue that conversation. Thanks, Smo Spider, another queen in the chat here, for posting, the stuff about Whitney Magic. She's another queen. I'll be seeing Whitney down in Vegas here in 1 month with many of the other women of crypto. Like I said, we're going to be hosting one of the golf tournament holes for Vets in Crypto, which is representing vets, military vets, and first responders. That's kind of his nonprofit token. He's also one of the founders of King Pooie and Queen Pooie, and we'll also have the sponsorship for King and Queen Pooie down there, and just having a freaking good time with a bunch of crypto people and figuring out ways to network and collaborate and make crypto awesome. So that should be cool. That's like
Awesome.
Yes, more awesome. Just pictures and fun and music and DJs. And if you don't know Miss Snowy, I mean, I'm not saying it's for everyone, but the Pulse people know how to have a pretty good time.
Yeah, I've seen the video plenty of times, and I always watch it with so much pleasure.
And actually, a lot of the intros that I show about the queens, that was actually at our fashion show down there at this one where we had like a fashion show, a catwalk. We had an awesome fashion designer start to put together these awesome custom shirts with like these crystals that were like,
yes.
And so they had the catwalk, and we had just like a bunch of great bands there, or rap artists. I mean, just different kind of rock, rap, all kinds of stuff. And it was exciting. I mean, sometimes it can get off the hook. That's fine. But for the most part, it was tamed passion. I would say that much. It was tamed passion, right?
But when you guys are in Vegas, I don't want to have to Photoshop my picture in it. I want to be in that picture. So somebody has to carry around a snowy face.
There you go.
Even if it's just for one picture, I gotta be there. No, just kidding.
There we go. There we go. Let's see here. What do we got here? During the last, what are you saying here? I want to read what Hexty. I cannot express how grateful I am. Together, movers to shakers promoting, wrapping up their arms around me during the last 44 days. All right. Yeah, man. Hop in here, man. Yeah, I mean, crypto, you got to find your tribe. I do believe that 4 years ago when I found Hex and Pulsechain, I was like, all right, yeah, this is it. And that's not excluding anyone else, because I love walking into the camps, the bonfire, rooms, if you will, of other tribes and trying to find out what's going on with them. So we're excited. I think I'm just excited about people getting into crypto, and what a time to live within crypto, because things are really starting to heat up. Things are heating up.
Yeah, it's almost too crazy, man. There's too many projects. Every day there's thousands of new projects. And what I've noticed is the rotations have become faster and faster. So you got to be quicker. You can't really hold things for too long, otherwise you'll be left in the dust as people run to the next coin. So and it's very exhausting to have to keep up constantly with this new rotation cycle.
Right. No, I hear you. And it sounds like, I don't know about you, Lethal, but like the thing that kind of gets me, and Miss Snow, you probably know more than anything, because you're aware of Solana and a lot of the things that happen there, and as far as how fast those kind of things operate. And Lethal, I think you could probably speak to it as far as like, there seems to be like and I'm not saying there isn't that kind of activity that happens on Pulsechain, but if you're a public face of any kind, you can't do that kind of shit. You know what I mean? As far as like, you can't just start a project and abandon it. Like the idea of like creating something with staying power is what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, of course, everyone's reputation is on the line, and tons of people are launching their own token though. So the big thing you got to watch out for is what's very common is that Twitter accounts or official accounts like Instagram will get hacked, and then people will post a crypto project from that. Turns out it's a scam. This happened at least twice yesterday with two major well-known figures. So you got to be really careful, and this is why when the Trump token came out, I saw it and I was like, there's no way our president launched a token. I didn't buy it. And I missed out on $250,000 that day. I was so mad. I would have made $250,000 if I had bought Trump token, but instead I bought Aptos and I lost money because everything was getting sold off. So you got to be really careful what's going on. Trust the sources, but always be skeptical, as always in crypto. My first thing is, don't trust anybody or anything until it's verified or vetted, because most things are scams, in fact.
Yeah, that's the sad truth. I'm always looking for teams and founders that are trying to create substance and like I said, staying power. Like I've been in stuff that's been flash in the pan, and to be honest, it's not like it's just me. I'm not like, oh, I really feel like I want to go home and tell my family members about that. You know what I mean? Like I got out maybe at the right time, but that's not what I'm out looking for. I want projects that have staying power and that are able to go up fast and they bring a lot of value to people, not just scarcity and that kind of stuff, but like more value on chain is what I'm trying to like implement. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. And part of my project is it's kind of like an AI crypto research thing, and then we also do airdrop hunting. So it's not even like, hey, come buy our token. I couldn't care less if you bought the token or not. That's just part of what we do. But we want you guys to make money in any way, any fashion. So we're sharing new ideas. We're sharing what airdrops might be good, what projects have just dropped and might be hot. Anything that can make you money legitimately, we're there to share. And right now, our Telegram is just a private like alpha channel. I'll open it up to the public eventually, but right now it's just a small group of my close-knit friends. A lot of people from the previous project, which we migrated over, but mostly just buddies of mine that I've known for years. So we share the alpha degen info, what we made money on, what we lost money on, what to avoid, what's new, what's hot. But again, it's all about getting the information out there to the community so we can all make money in whatever way we can.
So do you have the Telegram chat? You want to throw it in private chat here and I could post it in chat, or you could post it in chat. Feel free to share it, kind of thing.
I could probably do that. Let me see because I'm just on my phone right now. I'm not on the YouTube channel.
Okay. So if you want to take the time, I'll reel Miss Snowy back in here and we'll just chat about like babies and breastfeeding and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, especially the breastfeeding part, huh?
Yeah.
You've got so much experience on that.
No, but I do have two youngins that are so I did recognize that breastfeeding is a full-time job, and I did recognize that she was pretty happy when the bottle came around, because then that meant me getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning and taking care of those kind of things. But
I do have to say, knock on wood, that he sleeps through the night already.
there you go. I know that with our first child, that was a difficulty, and she would like. Here's the shitty part, man. She used to like to get in the car seat and take car rides. So I would go at 3 in the morning sometimes, put her in the car seat, because she would scream bloody murder for hours. Put her in the
Really?
car seat, and I'd go drive and put her to sleep, and then we'd take her back, and then I'd put her on top of the dryer and turn the dryer on in the car seat.
I know lots of people do that. And you know what's funny? I don't know who I was talking with, but then I realized, okay, nowadays everybody is gonna go for those fancy electric cars that do not make any sound, that are so
Right.
comfortable, and then they go like, "Oh, my mom told me that she always used to jump in the
dryer.
car with me," and then they jump in the car and go like, "Why isn't it working?" And then the dryer, same story. Silent.
And then with our second child, we learned this method where I forget what it was. Like, you go in like every 10 minutes and you kind of console him. And then it's like the next night, it's like every 15 minutes. And you just kind of start stair-stepping it back. And then you just like, I think by the end of the week, it literally worked, where he figured that he's going to cry a little bit, and then he's just going to have to figure it out, and he would go back to bed.
Yeah, but that only works after 6 months. Before those 6 months, you don't have that realization yet. Well, I do think that he might, because sometimes when he cries, he's not crying. That bastard. he makes a crying sound, and I go this morning, for example, he starts to, I walk past him. He was on the ground playing with the gym thingy, so I past him, and I'm past, like, and he sees me walking, and he starts crying, and I turn around, and he smiles at me, that bitch.
How old is he again?
3 months.
Oh, I've seen pictures, and he's a beautiful baby.
Yeah, I did good. I did good.
You did good. You did. Yeah, you're like, yeah, not bad.
Right?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, but he's 3 months, and sometimes he's so clever. And earlier, like I said, like I tweeted, like he was screaming bloody freaking murder, and I take off his diaper, and he looks at me, and he smiles, and he just starts peeing. Like, he didn't want to pee in his fucking diaper. Well, the diaper was clean, right? But he didn't want to pee in it, so he just smiles at me. And it's just...
I know that one trick too that I would learn is when you open up the diaper, that you have something to put over top, because as soon as that air hits, it's like he that little fellow is gonna be like, hey, let's go, let's party, because it has happened, and you just learn that little trick. You learn the trick where you throw, like, maybe a cloth or another diaper on top real quick, and then yes.
Yeah, but he was that quick that I didn't have a chance for that. He was waiting.
Right.
He was ready. And
we are talking real.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I would say we're talking real shit over here on the shit show. We're talking about some baby shit.
Well, mostly
Good
pee.
stuff.
Mostly pee.
Mostly pee, yeah. Good stuff.
Oh, he's cute. How old are
Did you
yours?
happen to find? Oh, geez, my youngest is going to be 18 here. My oldest is going to be 21. I hate.
Oh, jeez. You're an empty nester.
I
Or at least
know.
close to it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I feel like, so that, not to get like, I've really hit my stride here as far as my getting back into my strong workout routines and my yoga stuff, and so I feel good for 44, to be honest. So I'm happy with that. I love my quiet times, especially kind of going into, like, speaking of like crypto bull cycles, and being in the position that I'm in, that you need to find to kind of bring this back into crypto a little bit, but also using health and wellness as if you have the moments where you could touch grass or do things where you could kind of shut the brain off for at least 30 minutes in that regards of like
Right.
thinking about DMs, likes, what do I got to do with the project? What do I got to do about, how we're going to like, do this or that. Learning to just kind of like treat yourself to what's needed to be done is pretty important. And I'm starting to find a good groove with that, and I like it. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Because that's something I miss, right? Because like I work for so many projects at this moment that I do take my time with him. Like when I notice that he's smiling, and I'll put everything down and just be focused on him. But I don't, because of him, I don't have those moments that I don't have nothing. Like even when he's sleeping, I'm working. When he's awake, I'm working. I'm busy with him, and so I do understand that little quiet time for yourself that it's just about you. That's so important.
yeah, I mean, everyone should find that ability to even 5 or 10 minutes to just, step outside and just quiet yourself, you know what I mean? And then reset and go back at it. That's like a superpower within itself. And I'm realizing that if you could tune into that superpower of tuning into like the cosmic consciousness or what, not to get woo woo about it, but like it's the truth. I know crypto hippie over here. I know you know what I'm talking about. Conspiracy crypto and Smo. I know you guys know what I'm talking about as far as like turning things off for a minute and just getting refreshed, coming back at it. We live in a chaotic, freaking crazy world, and then we throw in the mix that like we're in crypto. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. There's so much
Oh, yeah.
noise already, and then you're in crypto, which makes it even louder. You need those 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. Crypto
Yeah.
is getting crazier every day, man. There's, like I
Right.
said, it's accelerating, especially with the AI. There's
Mhm.
so many new players that want to come to market with either their own project, their own token, their own website, their own product. And then there's everything working in parallel. So everyone's been developing and building, and I've been working on this for months or years. So it is so chaotic. Sometimes you do have to just unplug, chill out. I have my phone on silent now
Yep.
I've had to do this for years because otherwise I wouldn't sleep. I was running too many projects and had to
Yep.
unwind a lot because it became too chaotic. So with the Weebase thing, we had multiple tokens. They're still on Pulsechain. It's going to have to be community takeover now. WePulse is the token, but there was
Okay.
WePulse, WePulse X, WePulse Connect, Whale Water. I helped a friend launch a token called Mouse. He abandoned it, so I had to take it over. And then there's a side little token for Mouse called Mouse Trap. So it got a little bit chaotic, you can imagine. And then we had staking. Oh yeah, WeHex. We also had WeHex. We had staking for all these different tokens. So that's as a developer, it becomes too much to manage. And then especially if you have to do any sort of technical, fixes, it was insane. So with Weebase, I consolidated everything into one token. We airdropped all the holders on Base. So
Okay.
some people don't even know they have the token probably, but it's in their wallet. And
Right.
yeah, they're like, what is this? But it's something that I decided, I want to take a step back instead of making it so complicated. WePulse is a reflection token, right? So there's a tax, and then every transaction reflects balances. So it's like a rebasing token. So yeah, with this one, it's kind of more like a meme coin. Very simple.
Okay.
It is what it is. I do buybacks on it, but other than that, I just want people to just enjoy the project, no nonsense.
I like it, man. I think that when we, later on, like tomorrow or Saturday, if you want to like put the connections between KRJ and we could set up I'd like to hear more about it, like off stream, and just kind of take a dive deep into what you're doing, you're digging, what you're doing over there, and just locking arms and figuring out how we could collaborate and make things great. Because at the end of the day, the stuff that we're talking about here on the shit show, and obviously we took a meme from Richard Hart, installing a bidet at his mom's house, and then we're trying to actually plug in all these different digital assets that you guys will start seeing. And that's kind of where I talk about substance coming in the back door and providing a deeper value than just more than a meme. But what I'm trying to get at is at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is and accomplish is we're trying to get people out of the government and corporate institutions and get them into crypto, into DeFi. Even if you are into crypto and DeFi and you own a stable coin, hey, that's better than your bank account, you guys. I'm telling you that right now. The idea that, you're in this corporate or institution or this 1913 Federal Reserve, basically, bank that's in cahoots with them. There's a different option, and that's DeFi, and that's crypto. And at the end of the day, we're going to make a lot of noise and a lot of excitement, and we're going to make crypto fun, and we're going to have crypto clothing, and we're going to have music, and we're going to have all these other things, and we're going to have these events that are happening in Vegas and all this kind of stuff. But it's a revolution and an opportunity for people to realize that they can escape the matrix and they can kind of get into being their own bank at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think the barrier for entry is a little bit too high. And then as crypto keeps progressing, it gets more and more complex and complicated. So it is just as simple as, if you hold USDC in your Coinbase account, they pay you 4% APR, which is not bad. It's better than holding it in your bank and getting 0.01% or whatever it is. So, something as simple as you said, like holding stable coins, it's a good entry point for people. But I think the problem lies in the barrier of entry and the trust. Most people know that crypto is dangerous and you can get hacked. Your money can get stolen. There's no takebacks from that. Whereas banks have protection layers in place.
Oh, completely.
You can get your charges reversed or, get reimbursed in some sort of fashion. But in crypto, if you click the wrong link one time, poof, there goes your money. So it is very dangerous. And for the average person, I think that they don't have enough responsibility over themselves. They need some guardrails in place, like what banks offer. So they don't trust themselves enough to do crypto. And generally, it is so confusing. It's like, where do I even begin? And I've been in DeFi heavily since 2020, but I remember my very first, delving into crypto DeFi was when CryptoKitties came out in like 2016 or 2017, I think was the time frame. And I had a MetaMask wallet, and then I lost the keys to that. So for years, I was like, that sucks. Like, I'm not going to use MetaMask. I lost the money that I had in there, and I still have no idea what happened to that Ethereum, right? But right. I couldn't even buy a CryptoKitty because the transactions kept failing, and I was like, this is stupid. I'm wasting money. So for three years, I didn't touch DeFi, but I've been involved in crypto since 2013. I'm an OG Bitcoiner, and I was pretty much a Bitcoin maxi for many years, which stupidly I got away from. If I had kept all my Bitcoin, I'd be a multimillionaire instead of spending it and putting in altcoins. But it starts with, where do I begin? You need to onboard people through the consumer apps, through something like Coinbase, first, so they kind of get comfortable, and then they could branch out into DeFi where they get the bigger yields. But one of the main things I was teaching people on Pulsechain was how to farm safely. And through all the years of experience of the mistakes that I had made and losing all the money and making it back and whatnot, I taught people, my simple methods, and they really enjoyed that. I taught a lot of people how to farm and how to actually make money the right way in DeFi.
Okay, nice. Are you okay if I share your Telegram here that you sent?
Well, I sent it just through DM. I don't know if you got that on Telegram, but I guess that's okay. I just don't want it to get flooded by spammers. You know what I mean? That was the main reason why I didn't just post it in the YouTube. If it's gonna be public and it's not a big deal, that's fine, man.
Okay, well, they're
to spam the hell out of it.
Yeah. Watch out! Here comes Miss Snowy and Smo Spider. No, if anything, you'll probably get some people, and you're trying to create awareness for the things that you're doing, and that's great. So, yeah.
First and foremost, we promote, trading safely, right? We don't want people to lose money. We don't want them to get wrecked, because trust me, I've been there. I've done that. I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto by making mistakes, right? And, I want to keep other people from losing the same kind of money or making the same kind of mistakes. And so a big thing is, we talk about airdrop hunting. So if you're not familiar, obviously there's tons of projects that will pay you just to be an early adopter. So I've made multiple 5 figures from airdrop hunting in the last, 4.5 years. It all kind of started with Uniswap, as everyone knows. That was like the first real big airdrop to DeFi. Yeah, it was, a lot of people got it, but too many people joined after that, So airdrop hunting has gotten more difficult over time. So one of the things we look for is well-vetted projects that you can trust and that we are gauging for the magnitude, right? Because there's plenty of these dust drops where they make you jump through hoops and you make like $30 or $50 or something. It's not really worth your time. You might spend more money airdrop hunting it, but then there's projects which airdrop thousands, and that's what we're looking for is the bigger ones. And right now, I think Linnea should be coming up by the end of Q1, and that's one I'm in the top 0.1 percentile of users for that airdrop. So fingers crossed, this might be the biggest airdrop of my life, but no promises on their end.
Nice. Yeah, I know that I'm in a private group, if you will. That we got some pretty good airdrops there. Where it's like, geez, I think my monthly subscription that I got grandfathered into, which is a lot more, is like $20 a month. And it was the Solid X token that I got, which, if you're aware of, it's on Pulsechain. I think at the height, it was like 15K, right? So that wasn't bad. That was a good airdrop. I own a lot more than 15K now because I saw the potential of where it's going and what it's going to do. And I understand that the founder is one of the largest, if you don't know what ink is on Pulsechain, it's basically the syrup for pancakes walking. And he's the largest, basically, recipient of ink in the world. So it's not bad. I mean, I think he's making like 100K a day. So he's probably going to support his project. You know what I mean?
Wait, which project is this?
Solid X.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what, he's doing an airdrop for the community or what?
He did. Yeah. This was like right when they launched, there was an airdrop to some of us in the private community. And so at the height of the price there, where it ran up, it was like 15K. But like I said, I personally have garnered more Solid X because I understand where the project's going. I understand that the founder represents casinos in the real world. So he's not just a crypto bro. He runs casinos in the real world. So he's adding crypto Web3 casinos to the blockchain. And so a lot of these casinos are going to buy and burn his token. But then him as a personal individual, he does pretty freaking good in crypto. I mean, he's not just doing good in the real world, but he's making substantial amounts through farms where he's going to support probably his own project too. But he's also plugging in those digital assets that are going to support his project. And that's kind of like a lot like what we're doing with King and Queen Pooie. Is we're always looking for different avenues to make it more than just a meme. We're looking to plug in different, digital assets, continue to support the project that operate in a way and aren't emotional like individuals. They just continuously make buys and add towards the treasury, if you will. That being said, I want people to, check out, if you don't mind, check out your, for the old Telegram there, as far as the invite, you guys check it out. Obviously, Weebase. I'm interested in having that chat with you guys like this weekend and just finding out more, peeling back the layers of the onion and just kind of hear more. And if you guys don't know, KRJ has been hosting the TA and charts on the shit show on Saturday, and it's been getting picking up a lot of steam. It's been a good thing, and that's probably going to be a continuous thing going forward. I know next week we got open mic on Monday, and then we got a crypto coffee coming on Tuesday, and then we have one of the TA and chart guys from the DJ and Roundtable coming on Wednesday, and then we'll wrap it out with Thursday open mic also.
Nice. By the way, my Rose bot, she kicked you out of the group because I don't know if you clicked the button in time or something, but it automatically removes people after 5 minutes. You probably just have to rejoin. There you go. Just click the button that says "Prove you're human."
There we go. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Bam. Start.
It helps keep out the spam and people that join that are bots.
Yeah, he does not want the spammers, y'all. That's for sure, right? Which we don't. I mean, it happened. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me just jump through these little hoopy hoops real quick, and then we're off to the races. Do I gotta capitalize that? I hope not. Oh well. There we go. I passed. I'm in. There we go. Bang, bang. As we kind of wrap things out, anybody have any last kind of 5 minutes, 4 minutes, kind of want to talk? Miss Snowy, are you available? You just chilling?
I'm here, just chilling.
No, I mean, I know that you're like full-time mom and full-time crypto and always doing something, huh?
Yeah, always doing something. But what we have, is that you start this during dinner time, so that's my downtime. So I'm good. I'm fine. I'm relaxed. So what's up?
Cool. No, I just was going to close things out here in the next 5 minutes or so. Just kind of wanted to give the two of you guys an opportunity to kind of say some final words, if you will, or anything that you guys want to talk about real quick and go from there.
Nah, I always follow the subject. I never create one. No, it was really fun. Again, obviously, I'm always happy to be here. And let's see what the future brings, because I think it's going to be an exciting one, not just for Pulsechain, but in general in crypto. I mean, Sui is popping right now. They got something like Pump Fund coming over to Sui kind of thing going on. So curious how that will pan out, and we'll see. We'll see. Keep your eyes peeled, I would say.
One of the big news things that came out today was that Phantom Wallet, with a PH Phantom Wallet, the one for
Yep.
Solana, they are now going to support the Sui network because it's its own chain. It's a non-EVM chain. So they're now supporting Solana, EVM chains. They even have a Bitcoin wallet, and then now you can be on Sui apparently. But yeah, they're
Yeah, they've
trying to.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was saying they're trying to branch out to new chains to bring on board more users. So that's part of the reason why Sui's up like 12% on the day. Yesterday, it bottomed around $3.60. Today, it popped up to about $4.20. It had a huge run in just one day. Aptos also had a big pop because they announced native USDC on chain. And Aptos also had a big article written by Van Eck, the retirement and investment group. They're an investment manager. So
Yep.
they did a post about both Sui and Aptos yesterday, comparing them and giving price targets much higher than they currently are, obviously. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening on the Move chains. These projects that are written with the Move language. If you're not familiar, definitely check it out because they are the fastest and cheapest chains right now. They're pretty much the Solana killers. So
Okay.
I'm very big on Aptos right now. I did some airdrop hunting on both chains. Sui, I got my biggest airdrop ever on a single wallet on SuiLend, which is their largest DApp, just a
Okay.
collateralized lending platform. But if you check them out, dude, they have season 2 running. You earn season 2 points for the second airdrop. But I have a whole host of at least 10 or 12 airdrops lined up to hit me this year. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Like I said, the biggest one's probably going to be on Linnea, which, if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's basically the MetaMask blockchain. Everyone was expecting MetaMask to do an airdrop, but then they launched their own L2, an Ethereum L2, and that came out in July of 2023. And so I've been on their mainnet ever since then. So that's why I'm in the top 0.1 percentile of airdrop hunters there. And I really focused a lot on that, because I was waiting for that to be pretty massive. But yeah, they if you guys know Consensus, right? The company that created MetaMask. Well, this is basically their blockchain.
Okay.
It's called Linnea. It's Linea. So a lot of people didn't really know much about it or kind of faded it because they're like, gosh, it's another L2. But of all the L2s, this is the one that's probably going to reward the biggest airdrop, simply because their parent company is the most well-funded and backed.
Yeah, I mean, they get a lot of fees. We know that much, right?
Yeah, and it's a ZK technology, so they use zero knowledge proofs. So the gas was a little bit more expensive than some of the optimistic chains, like Base is an optimistic roll-up chain and has cheaper fees and et cetera. But they're all based on the OP technology. Now they're calling it super chain because there's all these different op stacks that are built around that tech. But then there's the ZK type tech like ZK Sync and this Linnea chain. But like I said, man, I'm a big airdrop hunter, and one of my big focuses is why not get the free money? If they're giving away free money, go and get it, man.
I'm gonna be like glue on you.
I know.
Just if you feel something, someone breathing in your neck, don't look back. Just know it's me.
Yeah, I want all my friends to get rich and make money while they're sleeping, you know, and
Yeah.
that's the thing about crypto. They're giving away so much free money. You just have to know where to look and how to avoid the scams. That's the biggest thing. We teach you guys, you know, how to stay away from bad projects and what's worthwhile. And it's really hard to discern what's worth what, especially when you just have your blinders on and you're very much focused on whatever chain you know or you're used to. And then, you know, a lot of people, they fall into the trap of, I found something cool. I'm only going to do this one thing, but I'm on over 30 different blockchains, guys. 30 blockchains plus.
Yeah, man.
Okay, this was the last time I was here. They're gonna replace me with you. Thank you. No, just kidding.
No, you can't replace Miss Snowy the Queen. Come on. In fact,
No, but it's interesting though.
In fact, you know, because I feel so much momentum and excitement about the Queens, and I know what's happening. Before I give our final words, I will be giving the outro to the Queens, and it will be an homage to us being in Vegas and doing our thing. But Lethal, let's cook this weekend. Let's talk offline or, you know, off stream. And Miss Snowy, you know that we'll be talking throughout the days via Twitter and all kinds of stuff. And Miss Snowy, let's set up that stream with Alpha and Soul Saver to come over and just kind of educate the people and ourselves, educate the people from Pulsechain about Solana, but also it may not be the right time for Solana to come to Pulsechain, but they need to know that we're creating the opportunities and the bridges to come in, and that there will be that rotation time where they go, Pulsechain's about to rip, and it's time for us to transition over here. And look, there happens to be some awesome coins over here, and we're going to get into them prior to everyone else. Okay, do your thing. You know what I mean?
Since you mentioned Soul Saver, I have to do this shill just because he's awesome. No, but he's gonna drop his NFT and his NFT project that he's been working on for 3 years tonight.
Okay.
In about 6 hours. So really excited about that one. Check it out.
Nice.
No, thank you.
Nice. Yeah. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna just give a little outro. I'll drop you guys down. We'll go from there. Thanks for joining, you guys.
Cool. Thanks for having me, man. I'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk this weekend, Lethal. I want to figure out more and just kind of like collaborate and get in the kitchen and start cooking. So I appreciate you hopping on here. And as always, Miss Snowy, you will not be replaced. Thank you for hopping in here.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
Yeah.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye. Hey, you guys, thanks for joining the shit show today on Thursday episode. We got episode 74. Our commitment to continuing just what we're doing here as far as Monday through Thursday. And then, of course, on Saturday with TA and charts. I do believe that as the queens of crypto begin to ignite, that there'll be shows in Australia or Europe or just like Asia that will have basically like broadcasting streams when I'm sleeping even. And so I do believe that the channel will continue to grow and that we'll continue to add different people from around the globe that will be streaming content. Like KRJ's coming in Saturday. He's doing TN and charts, and he really doesn't even need me to be there because he can just man up and take care of it and show people what's going on in the markets with the TA and charts. But with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you guys hopping in here. I appreciate you guys watching. And, of course, an homage and a shout out to the queens of crypto.
Crypto queens, yeah, we rising to the top. Richard Hart, Pulsechain will never stop. Self-improvement, wealth, we're breaking the mold. Queens of the kingdom, watch us unfold. Whitney Magic counting millions, moving fast. Charlie 2020, turning art into crypto cash. Man, of bringing NFTs, painting digital dreams. Sammy Chica, Hexakid, Aussie pride on the scene. Tam repping Richard Hart every day. Evangelist for freedom, changing the game away. Jackie Mean Queen got the world laughing loud. Harmonic Hexakid singing to crypto crowd.
Queens of the kingdom, crypto in our veins. We own the future, breaking every chain.
Hex and Pulsechain, building our wealth.
King Pooie, Queen Pooie, reigning in stealth. From the shining city high on the hill. Freedom through the fire, we flexing that skill. Crypto's our path to self-improvement. blockchain, we're changing the game. XMO spider weaving webs across the net. Viber Lindsay teaching how to grow and reset. CC Blonde Texan, crypto crown on tight. While SJ traveling, taking crypto to new heights. KTP OG from the land down under. Samantha yoga queen, Zen moves like thunder. Ashley Ash, cosmic cheek on another plane. Sandy Beach spreading love, changing up the game. Jory the network diva, connecting the dots. Rachel the education star, always on top. Crypto culture, a badass, bossing up with pride. Crypto stylist, always fashion by her side. Hot rose up my queen, stacking up her bags. Suzanne the diamond queen, dripping riches like swag. Queen the beauty beast, moving fierce, no delay. Expensive football queen, running plays all day. Queens of the kingdom, crypto in our veins. We own the future, breaking every chain. Hex and Pulsechain, building our wealth. King Pooie, Queen Pooie, reigning in stealth. From the sharded city high on the hill, freedom through the fire, we flexing that skill. Crypto's our path to self-improvement and gain. Queens of the blockchain, we're changing the game. From Richard Hart's vision to our own crown, crypto queens are rising, we'll never back down. Pulsechain, Hex, DeFi, it's all in our hands. We're breaking the limits, taking over the lands. With King Pooie, Queen Pooie, we light up the scene. In the shining city, crypto reigns supreme. Queens of the kingdom, forever we strive. Freedom, wealth, and power, we keeping it live. We are the crypto queens, forever standing tall. In the kingdom of blockchain, we answer the call. Wealth, freedom, self-love, we found our way. The queens of crypto are here to stay.